Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on simplification. And on the simplification, we're going to learn how to simplify numbers and how to simplify algebra. So let's start with simplification of numbers. But before we dive into simplification of numbers, it's important we understand the concepts of those four operations we use in solving mathematics. And that include the addition sign, the subtraction sign, the multiplication sign, and the division sign. Now, let's start with this. I know that minus times minus is equal to plus. Minus times plus is equal to minus. Plus times minus is equal to minus. And plus times plus is equal to plus. Now remember this, very important. We're going to use what we've just learned to simplify numbers in algebra. The next we're talking about is the division. Minus divide minus. It's plus. Minus divide plus. It's minus. Plus divide minus. It's minus. And plus divide plus. It's plus. So you could see whether you're multiplying or dividing two different operations, the addition and the subtraction, you get the same result. Now let's apply this in the simplification of numbers. Let's assume we'll have the following question, and the question says simplify the following. Now, what will I do? Number one question. If I have plus 9 plus 8, what will be my answer? Now, it's important to put the first in a bracket and to put the other in a bracket. Now, what is the answer to this question? If you go back to the basic operation we've just done, plus times plus, it's plus. So remember, bracket means multiplication. So when you multiply this addition sign and the addition sign inside a bracket, you're going to have the addition sign, which is plus. So this is the same thing as saying plus 9 plus 8. If you so desire, you can write 9 plus 8, and your answer is 17. Let's look at another example. If I have plus 6 plus, this is in bracket, and plus 4 in bracket, it is simply 6 plus 4, and that gives us 10. And let's go to number 3. If I have plus 7 in brackets minus plus 9. Now, there is an introduction of the subtraction sign, minus. Now, what will be the answer to this question? This is like saying plus 7 minus multiply plus. Recall, I said the bracket means multiplication, so I had to multiply these two signs. Minus times plus will give you minus 9. So this is the same thing as saying 7 minus 9. Now, the value of 9 here is greater than 7. Now, if I subtract, what will be my value without using a calculator? I'll simply use this 9 to subtract this 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. But now the sign here, because it's attached to this bigger number and quotes, it means my value here will be minus 2. So whenever a smaller number is subtracting a bigger number, it must always have the minus attached to the answer. Let's try another one. Let's say I have minus, let us say plus rather, plus 6 minus plus 10. Let this be 6 minus times plus minus 10. Now 6 minus 10. Again, 6 is smaller than 10 and is subtracting 10. So in this case, what you do is to simply use the 10 to subtract 6, and that is 4, and attach a minus to the answer. So recall, whenever a smaller number is subtracting a bigger number, do the normal subtraction process and put a minus sign attached to the result. Now let's go to number 5. If I have minus 5 in brackets, minus plus 4, what will be the value? This is minus 5. Now I have minus times plus, and that's minus 4. So minus 5 minus 4 will give me minus 9. Why? You can use the concept of I am owing someone 5 and I'm also owing another 4. So together I'm owing 9 because of the minus attached to it. Now let's try number 6. If I have plus 9 minus 9, what would be the value of my result? This is the same thing as 9 minus times minus, it's plus 9. 9 plus 9, this will give you 18. Let's try another one, number 7. If I have minus 3 in brackets, minus plus 5, this will give me minus 3, and minus times plus, it's minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5, I'm owing 3, I'm owing 5, that gives me minus 8. Number 8, if I have plus 5 minus plus 3, this is 5 minus times plus minus 3, and that gives me 2. Now let's move to number 9. Number 9, question 8. Minus 3 times plus 3. This will give minus times plus, it's minus 3 times 3, it's 9. Number 10, if I have plus 2 times plus 3, plus times plus, it's plus 2 times 3 gives you 6. Number 11, plus 9 times minus 5. Plus times minus, it's minus. 9 times 5, it's 45. Number 12, minus 30 divide minus 6. That's 8 minus divide minus, it's plus. 30 divided 6, it's 5. Number 13, minus 49 divide minus 7. Minus divide minus, it's plus. 49 divided 7, it's 7. Number 14, minus 32 divide plus 4. Minus divide plus, it's minus. 32 divided 4 is 8. And number 15, I have minus 30 divide minus 5. Minus divide minus plus 30 divide 5 is 6. So what we're trying to do here is to know the basics when it comes to operations involving minus, plus, how to multiply and divide them. Now let's see if you can find answers to these questions. You're going to simplify the following. Tell me the answer to your question, to this question. If I have minus 7 plus 13, what is the answer? This is the same thing as 13 minus 7, and that's plus 6. You can just decide to write 6. You are correct. Number 2, minus 7 minus 13. This minus, this minus. An indication is going to be minus in your answer, and it's like you're owing 7, I'm owing 13. Together, I'm owing 20. Number 3, plus 7 minus 13. This is the same thing as 13 minus 7, and that's 6. But you're going to choose the sign of the bigger number and attach it to the answer or result. Number 4, minus 7 minus 13. This is minus 7 minus bracket means times, so minus times minus is plus 13. And this is the same thing as 13 minus 7, that's 6. The sign of the bigger number is plus, and so here will be plus 6. Number 5, minus 7 plus minus 13. This is the same thing as minus 7. Plus times minus is minus 13. And so again, you're owing 7, you're owing 13, that's minus 20. Number 6, plus 7 minus 13. This will give you plus 7 minus times minus plus 13. So plus 7 plus 13, 7 plus 13, that's plus 20. Number 7, I have plus 7 minus plus 13. This is plus 7. Minus times plus is minus 13. So this is the same as 13 minus 7, 6. Choose the sign of the bigger number, and so it becomes minus 6. Now, before I give you some work to do, let's go through what we've been doing in simplification. Recall, minus times minus is equal to plus. Minus times plus is equal to minus. Plus times minus is equal to minus. And plus times plus is equal to plus. Also, minus divide minus it's plus, minus divide plus, it's minus, plus divide minus, it's minus, and plus divide plus is equal to plus. Now with this in mind, I'm going to test your knowledge and simplification of algebra and test your IQ with these questions. Simplify the following. The number one question, plus 2 times minus 12. Number 2, minus 10 plus minus 6. Number 3, plus 44 divide minus 11. Number 4, plus 9 minus 7. Number 5, minus 10 minus plus 3. Number 6, minus 27 divide minus 3. Number 7, minus 6 times minus 9. Number 8, minus 48 divide minus 12. Number 9, I have minus 12 minus 9. And number 10, I have plus 3 minus plus 3. Now, let's see who will be the first to get the 10 questions correctly. Please put your answers in the comment section and remember to subscribe.